At first glance, the 2019 Subaru Forester appears to be just a nip and tuck, with a mild redesign that would be hard to tell from the 2018 model if you're not looking at them side by side. But scratch beneath the surface and you'll find that Subaru has started with this all-new Subaru Global Platform, improved the Forester in every facet, but kept many of the attributes that have helped this generation take it to unprecedented sales success. However, Subaru has also dropped a couple of features that fans of the brand love to applaud, but must have been rare to buy. As with so many cars these days, the manual transmission will not return, and perhaps less expected is the omission of the turbocharged XT model that brought a bit more power and fun to the compact SUV segment. The sole powertrain is now the 2.5-liter Boxer engine, updated with direct injection and exhaust variable valve timing to yield 182 horsepower and 176 pounds-ft of torque, up from 170 horsepower and 174 pounds-ft. The engine also adds auto stop-start. The Lean-Artronic CVT is the only transmission on offer, and Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive is standard, which will help it stand out from so many brands that start with front-wheel drive and charge extra for AWD. Although official fuel consumption ratings aren't yet confirmed, Subaru expects the Forester to hit 33 mpg on the highway, which is just one better than the current model's 32, with a 26 mpg city rating to go along with it. Further cementing its Winter Champ credibility is 8.7 inches of ground clearance, and top models boast new snow modes for the AWD via the X-Mode selector. Winter weather isn't the only area that gets attention from the AWD system, as X-Mode also simulates low-range gearing and optimizes the AWD engine, brakes, and stability control for better control on slippery surfaces and steep inclines, with a hill descent control function built in as well. Brake-based torque vectoring will help with cornering in any conditions. The AWD system isn't the only system that can be tailored to specific driving conditions, with SI Drive now standard, allowing drivers to select efficient or sporty driving characteristics to suit their driving style or inclination. The new Subaru Global Platform debuted on the compact 2018 Impreza and Crosstrek, and was then stretched for the mid-size 7-seat Ascent that is just about to hit the market, and it will underpin everything in between for the Subaru brand. Because it is so crucial for the entire lineup, Subaru has thrown all its considerable resources behind it, and if the Crosstrek is anything to go by, it is a big success. As with other new models, Subaru promises a quieter cabin, greater stability, and increased agility thanks to the new platform. In the Forester, the new platform yields a wheelbase that is over an inch longer, now stretching to 105.1 inches. The primary beneficiary will be rear seat passengers, with an extra 1.4 inches of legroom in back, and increased headroom, legroom and shoulder room throughout the cabin. Subaru also sweats the details, and something you won't see easily is that it has again redesigned the door openings, as it did for the 2014 model as well, to make it easier to get in and out and install child seats. Cargo space is also up a bit more than a cubic foot, its maximum 76.1 cubic feet, jumping ahead of segment leaders like RAV4, 73.4 and CRV, 75.8. Curiously, no mention is made of cargo space with the 60/40 split folding rear seats in place. This is a much more important figure, as that is the most commonly used configuration, and its current 31.5 cubic feet is a fair bit short of the CRV's 37.6 or the Nissan Rogue's whopping 39.3. The Forester cites a 5-inch wider rear opening that beats many in the segment, and top trims get a standard power tailgate that is also an option for lower trims. Of course, numbers don't really tell the whole story, and Subaru took into account what owners actually use their Foresters for. Materials for the cargo area and interior are chosen with an eye for durability and resistance to damage from mice and kids and firewood. But the controls are laid out in a familiar setup that will make it easy for owners to skip the learning curve, except perhaps with the Starlink infotainment system, though Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. While the in-dash Starlink system has had its growing pains, recent versions are improving in responsiveness and ease of use. The functions of Starlink's connected services are worth noting. Forester's option with push-button start can be started remotely using the Starlink smartphone app. This can also be used to activate the climate control to cool it down on sweltering hot days or warm it up on winter mornings. While perks like that are nice, a much bigger deal is Subaru's EyeSight safety suite that's become standard fare in the Forester. The 2018 Impreza and Crosstrek earned it, with the only area where it did not receive a top score was the Crosstrek headlights. However, the Forester features standard LED headlights with steering responsive headlights and high beam assist available on higher trims. The global platform introduces a new version of the Subaru ring-shaped reinforcement frame design, a design that has made pretty much every Subaru model a permanent fixture at the top of crashworthiness charts for ages. Helping to avoid collisions altogether, EyeSight includes automatic pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise control, lane departure and sway warning, lane keep assist, and pre-collision throttle management if you should need them. While not standard, you can add other driver assist features in Subaru's arsenal: reverse automatic braking and blind spot detection with lane change assist and rear cross traffic alert. Even if you don't load up on parking aids, the Forester's outward visibility carries over mostly unchanged for great vision in almost every direction. A brand new safety system Subaru is introducing on the top touring trim is Driver Focus, a system that alerts the driver of fatigue or distraction. Other vehicles have systems that detect fatigue via steering wheel inputs, but Driver Focus uses facial recognition to catch signs of fatigue or distracted behavior and delivers a 10,000-volt shock to remind you to focus on driving. Okay, it just dings or beeps a warning, but it probably should zap texters and other distracted drivers. Driver Focus also uses facial recognition to remember up to 5 different drivers and match presets for seat position, climate and other settings when it recognizes them. Despite the subtlety of the Forester redesign, it will serve compact crossover shoppers looking for something a little more rugged than some of the milder soft-roaders in the segment, with competitive practicality and features. Subaru has turned the corner on efficiency as well, so that's no penalty, and driving manners should be among the best. Some Subaru loyalists might decry the lack of manual transmission or the Hypo XT model. Doubtless, the sad reason for this is that it will be more profitable for the company to narrow its lineup to one powertrain combo. A sporty-looking sport trim will have to suffice. No word from Subaru on pricing, but with a simpler lineup when it arrives this fall, we don't expect prices to change drastically. To stay competitive, it might be aggressive and match the current base price, even with the manual and so much safety equipment standard. The 2018 Forester 2.5i manual currently starts at $22,795 with $915 destination, adding $1,000 for the CVT and climbing to about $34,000 for fully loaded 2.5i models. Pricing is key to whether Subaru's new one-size-fits-all 2019 Forester offers greater value for the majority of owners by giving consumers what they want for less.
Nissan redesigned its groundbreaking Leaf all-electric car for 2018, which includes improving the electric drive system, and extended the driving range on a single charge to an estimated 150 miles, up from 107 miles on the 2017 model. The exterior and interior have been restyled, and the new model has a 147 horsepower electric motor, up from the previous 107 horsepower. Torque was increased 36% to 236 foot-pounds, giving the Leaf quicker starts. Although the Leaf's new 40 kWh lithium-ion battery pack is the same size as before, it has higher density to provide more power, allowing for the increase in driving range. And coming for 2019 will be a higher-priced Leaf model with an even more powerful battery and longer range. Many electric vehicle experts believe that a minimum range of 200 miles is what consumers want to avoid having anxiety about whether they will run out of power prematurely. But Nissan insists that the new 150-mile range should satisfy the daily driving needs of the majority of Leaf owners. There are 3 trim levels: the S model, starting at $29,990, plus $885 freight; the SV, beginning at $32,490, and the SL, which lists for $36,200. The biggest difference in the price between the entry S model and the mid-level SV is that the S doesn't have built-in quick charging capability, but it can be added as an option for an additional $1,590. Among other new technology in the 2018 Leaf is the e-pedal, which lets the driver use a single pedal for more than 90% of everyday driving, including most braking. But the conventional brake pedal must still be used when fast or aggressive braking is necessary. With the e-pedal, when the driver takes his foot off the accelerator pedal, the car will come to a complete stop without the driver having to press the brake pedal. To activate the e-pedal, the driver must pull back on a switch in the center console, but it does not stay activated once the vehicle is shut down. It defaults back to the off position. Of course, the e-pedal also does not take over and slow the vehicle if the Leaf's radar cruise control is active and the driver moves the foot off the accelerator pedal. Also new is the Pro Pilot Assist system, included on our test vehicle in a $650 package. It includes a combination of the radar adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency forward braking with pedestrian detection, steering assist, intelligent lane intervention, high beam assist, and an electric park brake. Once it is activated, which happens when a button is pressed on the right side of the steering wheel, Pro Pilot Assist can actually keep the Leaf centered in its lane on the highway. Also with this system, if the car in front stops, the system will apply the brakes to bring the vehicle to a full stop if necessary, and, after stopping, the vehicle will remain in place even if the driver's foot comes off the brake pedal. When traffic begins moving again, the car will start moving if the driver touches the cruise switch or lightly presses the accelerator pedal. Among other advanced safety gear are blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, and the intelligent around view monitor with moving object detection. Also new is a system that can share power between the vehicle and homes, buildings or power grids. Nissan says, using vehicle-to-home systems, the battery makes it possible to store surplus solar power during the daytime and then use it to help power the home in the evening. The customer can also recharge the battery in the middle of the night, when prices are lowest in some markets, and then use the electricity during the day to reduce energy costs. The Leaf's chassis has been beefed up for improved stability, with heavy components such as the battery pack put in the center of the car to help improve directional stability and bring smoother cornering. Leaf's new exterior design makes it look more like a traditional hatchback than it did. It has the Nissan V-Motion grille, boomerang light signature and floating roof, making the car look similar to other current Nissan models, such as the Rogue Compact crossover. There are new projector beam headlights with dual, direct lens low and high beams, unique rear combination lights, an integrated spoiler, and a new low hood. The angle of the charging port at the front has been reconfigured for greater convenience, letting the customer connect the charging cable without bending down. The charging cable that came with our test vehicle would allow for connecting to a 240-volt or 120-volt outlet. The new Leaf is 1.4 inches longer than the previous model, and seats up to 5 people, although we found to be truly comfortable for just 4 adults. The hatchback lifts up to reveal 23.6 cubic feet of cargo space, which expands with the rear seat back folded. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability have been incorporated into the infotainment system in models that have the navigation system, which included RSL. The audio and navigation functions can be set using a steering wheel switch, without taking hands off the leather-wrapped steering wheel. The Nissan Connect system running through the audio navigation system can help find charging stations, and give the driver the station's operating hours and availability. Owners can also use their smartphones to check the car's battery charge status. A new front console has dual cup holders between the front seats, allowing for a storage tray at the base of the console for smartphones and wallets. There is also a 12-volt power outlet and a USB port. The cabin air conditioning is energy efficient, and a smartphone app allows for remote preheating or cooling of the vehicle's interior. The Leaf is assembled at the Nissan plant in Smyrna, Tennessee, near Nashville, which also produces other Nissan vehicles. Besides the Pro Pilot Assist package, the only other extras on our Leaf SL were the premium Scarlet Ember exterior paint, $395, splash guards, $190, and carpeted floor and cargo mats, $190. Total sticker price was $38,510, including freight and options.